Discipline is when you know that you have a task ahead of you and nothing's going to get in the way. You've made a deal with your goals, and you don't let any excuse or anything cloud that vision. All of my trajectory from my childhood here has built that discipline. It hasn't been one thing specifically, but being a sickly and sheltered kid, eventually getting into football and finding out that, if I just stick to something, I can find success. That's been something, that's been a theme, but getting into martial arts and being beaten and seeing that, sometimes your greatest victories is just surviving the day.
Yes.
That helps, make the effort to put in and build that discipline and invest in your goals. It makes it so much easier because you've seen it on a daily basis, something that's difficult to do, rewarding you routinely. Anytime that I can get out to the beach for an early yoga or calisthenics workout, something like that, it like settles my mind. Wake up in the morning and I immediately think, okay, what's on the agenda? I have a tournament coming up. I'm getting ready for this match or that match. And there's a lot of chaos, but when I get out to the beach and I'm on the sand, doing my running, doing my lifting, throwing kettlebells around, it's like the calm before the storm. My strength and conditioning gym, I train at Militia Fitness, and they have it all, man. They've got every kind of implement, every kind of tool. Man, jiu-jitsu is my life. When I first started jiu-jitsu, I never dreamt of winning major tournaments or even thought about getting my black belt. I did it mostly because I wanted to have some sort of capability in self-defense, and it just kind of morphed from there. Moving to Florida from Texas was a big leap. I had never lived in any other state, didn't know much else really about anything, but one of my big fears was finding a quality academy with guys that can really push me. And I was lucky enough to find an academy just with everything I needed. I mean, Capital Jiu-Jitsu is filled with killers. My first day there, I had my answer whether or not it was a quality academy, rolled with a couple black belts, couple brown belts, and absolutely had to fight for my life. The gym is filled with killers like that over here. From the black belts to the blue belts, every single person in that academy has the skills. I mean, one of my toughest training partners is stylistically the very best matchup for me, meaning that he has the build and the game to shut me down. And so training with him on a daily basis has improved my overall jiu-jitsu, just because now I'm lucky enough to train with the guy that has the kryptonite for my game. a driving philosophy of mine comes from a Hemingway quote that I've fallen in love with. And basically that quote is, there is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self. That means everything to me. It's not about being comparative. It's not about looking at somebody else and wishing you were there. It's about looking at somebody else and being inspired and saying, I wonder how far I can make it. They made it that far. Where can I go? You know, it's not about being better than somebody. It's about being your best self. I couldn't be happier with finding an academy in such a high standing. And honestly, my growth since joining has been immense. I feel like I'm an entirely new jiu-jitsu player for that.